Hey everyone, V here, back with some more Metaphor ReFantazio. When we last left off, we went through a few different days of free time here. We bonded with Stroll a little bit, we bonded with Hulkenberg a little bit. We got some of our stats up, so you can see we're level 2 wisdom, and we have at least a little bit to all of our others except for courage, but we are about to get a boost to courage right at the beginning of this episode. And yeah, last episode we ended off with going out into the desert and doing the, let me pull it up. We got this request. We got this request here. Sorry, it's been a long day of just a lot of talking. I recorded the previous episode earlier today. I then went through and was, not that I was talking during it, but I was grinding in Metaphor like I said I was going to at the end of the last episode, and I was just talking a lot on like calls and stuff besides, so apologies if my voice is maybe a little rough, but I think it should be fine. I have lots of water. But yeah, we got this this bounty request to defeat the Man-Eater Mangela, and we did so. And that was just right out in the desert here. And then between episodes, like I said I was going to, I just spent a little bit of time going through and grinding out some archetype levels. And just to kind of show where we're at, you can see Seeker and Knight are both mastered. So both Gnome and Hulkenberg now have 2 mastered archetypes. Gnome has Seeker and Mage. Hulkenberg has Knight and Healer. Stroll has Sword Master up to 11, so he still only has 1 mastered, which is Warrior, and then he has Sword Master, which is the next tier of Warrior, but got that up to rank 11, so leveled that up a little bit. And then for each character, I just spent a little bit of time dipping my toe into the other archetypes just to get them up so that they aren't like completely useless. I just basically was trying to get them each to about level rank 5, so that I would have, you know, at least a couple of things unlocked for each of them. So it's not just really their super basic starter stuff. So you can see for Gnome, he has all those at rank 5. Oh, that was just changing the sorting. And then for Stroll, you can see Stroll just has this one mastered and this one at rank 11, but has all the others at like rank 5 or 6. And same thing for Hulkenberg, these 2 mastered, and then others at 5 and 6. So just wanted to, you know, give a little bit more flexibility to change between archetypes, so that if I did have a moment where I was like, oh, I should switch from this for a second, I didn't feel so handicapped. Like before, at the end of last episode, I was at, you know, I had my Mage, Warrior, Healer layout, which is what I've been using for most of the game so far, and all my other archetypes were like rank 1, and so I was like, why would I switch to one of the other archetypes? They're so just lame right now, honestly. They're so underleveled. So I just wanted to give a little bit of emphasis, a little bit of oomph to each of them, so that I could switch between them. I could feel a little more free to switch between them. And it's nice having other mastered archetypes for, I tried, so for Hulkenberg, we have Knight, which is her, you know, original, and Healer, which is a good one, so she has like a magic-y and a more physical. Same thing for Gnome, he has Seeker, which is more of a jack of all trades, but then his full magic mage. Stroll is just full blast offensive warrior. Yeah, he's just going all in on the offense, but you know, that's what he does best, so. Not rank 2, but the tier 2 archetypes, so the Sword Master as opposed to the Warrior, for example, seem to take a lot more experience to level to full, because, you know, I was only able to get Stroll up to rank 11 on this compared to some of the others, so it seems like those take a lot more to level. What else? I also learned that these, I did some research just to see if I was understanding correctly. These Heroes Leaf of Light, which increases archetype experience by 1,000. Basically, when you are using a mastered archetype, like these guys are right now, you can see that the experience bar is still filling up a little bit. Whenever that reaches full, you get a Hero's Leaf of Light, which lets you automatically give an archetype 1,000 experience. And I did some research and I did learn that it is a 1-to-1. So to fill up that bar, you have to earn 1,000 experience. So basically, the Hero's Leaf of Light just seems like a pretty nice system for allowing you to still gain equivalent experience, but use archetypes that you want to. So for example, if I wanted to just leave Gnome on Mage, like the whole game, I could, and then he would just be accruing Heroes Leafs of Light, which I could use on other archetypes, and it would level them at essentially the same pace as if I were using them themselves. Because it's just either you're getting 1,000 experience directly from killing the enemies, or you're getting 1,000 experience from using the item. So I really like that system that they have in place there, so that you can, you don't necessarily feel like you have to use other archetypes if you want to level them a little bit. What else? Oh yeah, so I'll just show you guys a little bit of, like you've seen plenty of me using the Mage and the Seeker in Overworld. Let me show you what some of the other ones look like in the Overworld, like what their weapons, because Gnome uses a different weapon in the Overworld combat for each of them, depending on what you have equipped. So let me just show you what
with sword in hand,
each of these look like, so you can see. Also, you can see the thing that gave me a heart attack out here, which should be over. Yep, over there. See that thing that's Naruto running across the field?
It's all clear.
You can see if we scan, it has big red scary lines around it. So I was out here, you know, just minding my own business, leveling like nobody's problem. I was just running around, waiting for stuff to respawn, whatever. That thing wasn't here, right? It was just, you know, weak enemies that I could one-shot, no problem. And I would come back over here just to like sit for a few minutes, and I would just like, you know, do something on my phone while the enemies were respawning, and then I would run back in once they respawned. One time I went a little too far and I accidentally moved myself into this room, which is the little passageway between Grand Trad and the desert. And I was trying not to do that because I thought that would actually lock me out of the desert, but you can just come back in here and all the enemies respawn, so it's a lot quicker. But after I did that the first time, this guy showed up.
Safe here.
But I didn't actually notice him at first, so I was just going around still killing stuff like normal. And all of a sudden, this guy jumps me from behind and ambushes me, and immediately takes out, in just his ambush, like 3/4 of Gnome's health. And I was like, what the hell is going on? So I checked. He is a level 46,
Pretty standard.
I believe. So you can see we're level 28 now, which is how our level came out after the grinding, I believe, at the end of last episode.
We've been spotted.
We were level, oh, whatever, it's just one of these things. We were level 22 at the end of the last episode. And I'm up to level 28 from the grinding. So I didn't do too much, but that thing is level 46. So I immediately ran from that battle. Oh god, get away from me. So, okay, anyway, let me show you what these weapons look like. So, Warrior, you can see, is not my favorite because it's like a heavy two-handed attack, which is super slow. Like, look at this. It takes like a solid, like, couple seconds for him to do that wind-up.
Amazing.
If I'm going
Great
to
move
fight,
out
like,
there.
these... Oh, hold on, let me...
Watch out. We've been spotted. Hey, great job.
Sorry, I'm just trying to keep my eye out for where that thing's at. I'm trying to fight, like, all these wolves.
Charging in.
You can see, like, how cumbersome this is.
Time for some closeout.
It does get, like, a couple at once, but look, if I want to get a couple at once, I can just use my mage. So, Warrior, not my favorite.
What now?
What else? Knight, okay.
Knight.
So, if we go to Knight...
I
Knight is much better. Knight's a little jabby
Great
lance.
moves back there.
So you can see him just kind of rush and jab.
right there.
Which, if I go over to one of these hordes of dogs,
I see the enemy. Push through.
it's pretty quick.
Charging in.
That was brilliant.
So that's pretty nice. And then if we switch to the brawler, brawler's pretty cool. So you can see we zoom in and we just give a punch. Just boom, punch him in the face, take him out.
Is that the end then?
And
Cleared the way.
once again, if we go up to our herd of dogs,
Charging in.
this one's pretty fast. It's kind of hard to tell because they're so spaced out, but he actually punches really fast. And if they're close together, he gets them pretty quick. Okay, and then last but not least, we have the healer, which, like, you would think is a magic-based attack, right? Nope. You'd be wrong. He just bops him on the fucking head. He's just like, nope.
Very impressive.
Get bopped.
I see the enemy. All right. How's that?
Nice work.
I don't think there are any more herds of dogs.
Ew.
So I can't highlight the series of attacks, but anyway, you get the idea. So let me go ahead and switch back to Seeker.
Seeker.
Okay. I also... What does Strongest do? Oh, it automatically puts on the best equipment. That's cool. I also put some... Nope. That's not what I'm trying to do. I put some inherited skills on everything. I got so much mag through this process. I think I was up to like 140,000 at one point. And so I just went through and unlocked like basically all of the skills to use for inheritance. I didn't unlock these passives down at the bottom because they are so expensive. And honestly, I'm probably, unless I get like a lot of skill slots later on, I'm probably not going to be using those up on passives. Probably going to want to put actual active skills in there. But I have everything else unlocked, so I can kind of freely just pick between that stuff. And you can see for Gnome, I gave him Fire and Ice. So he actually has with the Seeker Fire, Ice, and Wind, and a heal. And Light, because I have that accessory on him. For Stroll, I gave him... oh yeah, he has the Slicer to deal damage to one enemy 2 to 4 times. But that's not actually what I want him to have. I thought I gave him something else. Did I not? I must not have. Honestly, that might still be worth having. It kind of sucks that in his Swordmaster form, he doesn't have a single enemy attack. Because this is... Like, Slicer probably does a roughly equivalent amount of damage to this one, maybe. But this one costs twice the MP, so if it's only one enemy, that feels like a waste. What I had given him before, or what I thought I gave him, was this Lightning Conde. Because then I also gave Hulkenberg. Oh, I gave Hulkenberg Conde. Okay. So it's Hulkenberg has Conde. And then... Okay, so we actually have a spread. So she has Lightning. And then Gnome has Fire, Ice, and Wind. And Light. So we actually have the elements covered, which is what I was going for. Okay, cool. We're fine. Yeah. I think that's everything I have to share from that little grind session. Also, an interesting thing is you might notice that my health and MP are certainly not at full, and that's because, apparently, you know how we were getting MP regeneration when we were in the dungeon? Like, whenever we would defeat an enemy, we would get 1 MP back? That doesn't happen out in the desert. MP doesn't regenerate like that. So it's just kept going down and down and down. And when that thing hit me, I had to heal up, so that cost some more MP. And then I also like just got lazy sometimes and in the field took like a hit from an enemy, which doesn't trigger a battle, but does just like a little bit of damage. And then also, I think because because we were leveling up, we actually got more max HP and MP, and it doesn't fill to that. So that's why it looks like we lost more than we did. But anyway, okay. Yeah, let's head back in.
Okay then.
Then why don't we go back to the city and have a nice dinner? It'll be dark by the time we get back, so we won't have time to do anything else anyway, but that's okay, right? Okay.
Right?
Does that mean we don't get a nighttime today?
Now, how did I wind up here?
Oh, hell. The honeybee's all full up. Just my luck. Huh? No seeds left, but I'm starving.
If so,
Twould seem we will need to have our dinner elsewhere. Let us go to the tavern over yonder.
your thoughts?
Now, Philomel, a large establishment, and the owners and patrons alike are busy with their own matters. We may speak freely there without fear of eavesdroppers.
I see.
And then it's settled. Anyway, if we discussed Louise at the Honeybee, we could end up causing more trouble for Fabienne, so this works out. Sorry, it takes me a second to get into the voices. Resting at night after a day of battling. You and your party will need to rest your weary bodies the night you return from a dungeon. Enjoy a hearty meal together and take it easy before the new day comes.
All right.
We've taken down the Mandala that was terrorizing the desert, so that bounty is all ours now. It is a reward in itself to know that one less threat menaces the capital. Of course, we should collect our fair compensation, as we've most certainly earned it. I'm glad we were able to help people too. Gnome, let's go report in at the recruitment center before we forget.
Oh,
Well, we managed to avoid the day of calamity, but that doesn't mean we should waste the time we've got left before the theocracy makes its proclamation.
So,
I agree. Luis is to be our opponent one day, and I would have us ready to face him, confident in our strength.
now then.
Well, suppose we turn in for the night once we finish our plates. I'd say we earned our rest today. Good job. Okay. Got back HP and MP. Okay, yeah, so we don't get night. I knew that
marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
I knew that we didn't get nighttime after we returned from a dungeon, but I didn't realize that the desert counted as a dungeon. It's kind of lame. Whatever.
well then.
You have reportable quests. Yes, I know. Okay, so let's go quickly just turn that in before anything else.
Let's go.
Which will get us some courage. Hello? I did a thing. Surely not. You really managed to slay the bounty. That's certainly its rampager tale. Even the military soldiers fled from it in fear. You lot are something else. Here's the reward as promised. Take it. It's yours.
We did it.
Hey! After slaying the target, Maneater Mangela, I reported back to the recruitment center and collected the bounty. 10,000 reeves. And 4 courage. Nice, okay. Got our courage to go up a little bit at least. Hey, our popularity rank's going up. Look at that. My support is changing.
Amazing.
There's really 10,000 reeve here. I'm ready for more contracts if they pay out this well. I'm afraid you can't. I don't have any other contracts I can offer you right now. The recruitment centers in other cities should also handle contracts. Take a look if you have the chance. Okay, so that's the only one we can have for now. That's fine. If I look at this, does it say that I'm on the bounty hunter list?
Oh, yeah?
No, that's just all about Katharina. Look, there's you, near the bottom. It'll be quite a climb to catch Katharina. Also, look at that popularity ranking. As of yet, thou art but a shunned outsider. In the time to come, we shall judge if thou art a worthy vessel for our power. To become the true king of this land, Thou must have many fateful encounters with comrades to be, and amass the souls of many heroes. They seem to be saying anyone can be king, but we know it's not that simple. If we focus on breaking the prince's curse, hopefully we won't have to worry about it. Sorry, excuse me. Let's go grab my mag.
Hello there.
Yeah, I'm just gonna look at the raw, just collect my earnings.
Isn't that? Let's see.
Thou, 'tis in thy hands.
Hey, there we go. Every little bit helps.
Proper aces.
Okay, and then before I... Let me just take a quick
Alright.
look at the map and see what our options look like for today. Yep, we could talk to the oh shoot, I forgot the name. The Mastari. We could talk
Alright.
to the Mastari for tolerance. We could talk to the fundraiser lady for eloquence. We could talk to the fairy guy for imagination, or we can sit on the bench for wisdom. But that's not what we're going to do today. Let me just make sure we can't talk to our followers. No, we can't. Oh, interesting. So these guys have like the handshake that suggests that like they're not ready to rank up yet. These guys just don't even have anything. That's weird. What does the gray handshake mean then? It's like more I know I can rank up if I complete this quest, right? Let me see. This one. Oh, actually, maybe not. I don't actually know if that'll rank more up. But we have this one. Recommended Knight and Warrior. Well, good thing I'll be going in with Knights and Warriors. Pious Igniter increases courage. Yeah, I want another courage boost. So yeah, we're gonna spend our time doing that today, that little dungeon. But before that, I'm just gonna jump over to
Let's go.
the shops,
Hello there.
because I want to make sure now that I'm using more classes, more archetypes, that I have the best stuff. So I could get that. Way too expensive. Not gonna do it. But I am gonna get this. Yeah, let's get that.
Indeed.
Okay, great. And then let's check out armor.
Hey, listen.
Hey, listen. Hey, look. Listen.
Hey, what are you pining for?
Link, listen. Okay. I keep seeing that blue and it makes me want to get it, but it's so expensive. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. Okay, I think we are good then. Let's go ahead and go do this.
All right then.
Go do this thing. I don't think this is going to be another, like, 3 hours or 3.5 hours like the Grand Cathedral was, but I have no idea. I feel like this is probably going to be a little bit more of a mini dungeon, but who can say?
What now?
Actually, I technically am not going to have warrior. Is that a problem? Let me see. So I think it's because if I look here and like, let's see, if I were to look at warrior details. So we want piercing damage for this thing, right? Warrior does not... I actually went through... None of the classes have attacks that deal piercing damage traditionally. The only thing that deals piercing damage out of everything that I have is not the Knight, but specifically this one synthesis ability. Oh, there's also this one. But I need a Brawler, Merchant, or Summoner, and I'm not about to do that. I technically have Brawler, but I don't feel like it. So we have this one, Jump Thrust, deals medium physical pierce damage to one enemy, lowers their defense for 3 turns. Okay, so it specifically is the lineage, not like that thing. So yeah, we're okay. It just needs someone in the warrior lineage, which Swordmaster is. So we're good. Let's go.
Come off it.
And I don't have a mage. I don't have a healer.
Yep.
So hopefully I won't piss this thing off and make it go berserk.
And right there's a labyrinth.
Belaga Corridor. Let's do it.
We could fulfill a request there.
'Tis the monster-filled ruin the igniter shop owner spoke of. A distinguished noble family's manor, was it? I don't suppose there'd be treasure and other valuables that remain. We may as well check, considering we have to defeat the monster anyway.
Clock's ticking.
No getting sidetracked, alright? Our goal is the monster, not the treasure.
It's your call.
We should be able to get there and back within the day. What'll it be? Wanna go? Let's go.
Let's be off.
Then 'tis settled. It would behove. I think that should be say behoove. I think it's missing an L. It would behoove. I'm gonna try again. Then 'tis settled. It would behoove us all to prepare ourselves, even whilst on the road. Okay, so we can get there and back within the day. That's good.
The
So
party
it's not
at
going to carry
last
us
found
over.
themselves at Belaga Corridor, once a palace of a small, bygone country, destroyed and worn away by sand and rock. The land is a shadow of its former glory. Now it is home to monsters attracted by its stagnant magma. The party steps into the corridor, as if called there by the lingering resentment of a country that could not stand the test of time.
Well, okay. Epic, more reader voice.
The thing is,
This is where Brigitte mentioned. Apparently the monster here sometimes attacks passersby. I had no idea these ruins were here. This was a villa for a grand old noble family, I heard. But this looks properly old.
Is this right?
Well, at any rate, we're here for the Guptaras. The ruins are novel, yes, but let us not stray for our purpose. I mean, of course we're gonna hunt for rare treasure. But there might be rare treasure about. True. Still, this place is huge. Hunting through it for treasure sounds quite the tall order.
come on.
Yeah, getting sidetracked isn't a good idea, you know?
Thanks.
There's always a trade-off. The decision is yours, but pray make it sensibly, please. You know I'm gonna get, after missing out on the treasure from the last place, not letting that happen again. Who the hell is this guy? Scared adventurer. Planning on going inside, are you? Well, here's some friendly advice. Don't. I heard an awful noise coming from deep within. It was a terrifying roar. Certainly no noise a Gabon could make.
That's...
You think it was a Guptaras? Really? A Guptaras? There's no way I could handle a monster like that. I only came because I heard it was Gabons. I'll just say that if those beasts are here, then staying would be madness. You guys should turn back too if you value your lives. Wow, if the Guptaros really is that fearsome, then we better make sure we're well prepared.
Here,
Once a noble family's villa, now a monster's den, I see. Don't mind me. We're here to complete a request, after all. You going in? I'm all set to assist.
here.
I believe more monsters will appear here once night falls. Let's not waste time and return to town before then. I'm at the ready, prepared for battle at any time. Okay, let's do this thing. I'm gonna save first real quick. Yeah, you can see I left it on for about an hour while I was like eating food and stuff. So I spent about 2 hours or so grinding. Okay. Let's save. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba. There we go. Alrighty, time to head in.
Okay then.
We're exploring this area today, right? Everything ready? Let's go. Alright, let's go. Let's do it.
Whoa.
So, the inside's like this, huh?
Should we try somewhere else?
I wonder where that Guptaros is. Give me a sec, I'll take a look. Who's that? Well, I can't be totally sure from here, but it doesn't seem to be close by.
Well then.
I guess we'll just have to stay vigilant. It's fairly dark, so stay close.
If so,
We'll guard the rear. Apologies, it seems you'll have to lead the way. Also,
What now?
actually, I should quickly just move these two back to the front line, since they're no longer magic users. Or at least primarily magic users.
Everything's pretty standard.
What the hell is that thing? Is that a goblin?
Why did this happen?
Wasn't expecting those vicious monsters. How could things have turned out this way?
What?
Vicious monsters? You mean the Guptaros? No, Goborns. I defeated one easily, and then the Goborns wielding all kinds of weapons started flooding out. Before I knew it, I was surrounded by all manner of Goborns. God, just thinking about it makes my knees weak. I want to just give up and go home, but I told everyone I wouldn't come back until I became the Adventure King himself. Ah, bloody hell. Well, that sounds like quite the predicament you've gotten yourself into. Okay, I'm guessing these guys are Goborns, the goblin-looking creatures.
Right there.
Good thing they are pretty easy. That's exactly what I'm looking for. Oof, that's dark. Let's try this way first. Is that a tooth that I can talk to? What the frick? Hello, tooth friend? Talkative tooth? Haha! Hey, kiddo, which weapons are you using?
What?
It talked. You think a tooth can't chatter by itself? Well, chew on this. I've got jaw-dropping news you guys know nothing about. Depending on your weapon, your attack power is gonna totally change. Guess that's kinda obvious. But it's important for magic, too. The strength of magic depends on your weapon, you know. Chew on that for a while, would ya? Anyway, if your enemies are taking big bites out of you, bite back with better weapons. Go shopping or something. That's the truth of the tooth. I don't know why I don't need to antagonize this thing. You're very knowledgeable, sure. Well, it's enough for now. Wouldn't want to bite off more than you can chew. Next time I'll teach you some secrets you can really sink your teeth into. Oh, okay. Okay. Thank you, tooth friend. I guess.
There they are.
Yeah, nice work.
I'm very confused.
We found something.
Balm of life. Nice. Bring someone back from the dead. That's the kind of stuff I need. So we can go in here. I'm gonna try going down, see what that does. I feel like I might die because it's so dark. Oh, okay. Who's this guy? Hello.
Right?
There's nothing but Goborns around here. So many novice adventurers come to this place looking to test their mettle. Some fool had the idea to bring in staff or mace igniters. You wouldn't be so daft, would you? You can't ever let a Goborn see one of those. If you do, they'll launch into a frenzy as soon as they see your weapon. You may think Goborns are dumb little fellas, but they're smart enough to know magic users are bad news.
Oh, yeah?
No staves or maces, huh? Guess that means we shouldn't go with mage or healer. But even so, Goborns do have weak points. They all but fall apart when faced with poison and paralysis. Here, I'll give you this stunning arrow. Make him sit still, then take him out. And don't panic. Why, thank you. It's mighty generous of you. Hold on. I'm going back upstairs first. What
I
are
see
these
the
guys?
enemy.
Oh, these are just
There
like
are
these
enemies
moss
around.
things.
Let's push through.
I fought them before.
Hey, good one.
Nice. You bet we'll find a use for that.
Okay, yeah, I think that's it on this floor. Let's go. What's through here? Dogs!
They're onto us.
Hi, dogs.
I see the enemy. Charging in.
Amazing. Great moves back there.
Strength and sense. Nice. Doopa-doopa-doo. Doopa-doopa-doo.
There they
Look at
are.
these gobos.
Forward! Alright, how's that?
I knew you could do it.
I like that there are just straight up goblins as enemies in this. There's something about that that I really appreciate. Just feels right. Now how do I get over there? Do I have to go down first, maybe? Let's try that. Maybe I have to go down and then come back up from a different area. This place is bigger than I thought. The Gutaros is still lower, maybe?
Hail!
Our goal is to take down the Gutaros. Let us not waste energy on anything
Right
but.
there. Come on!
Don't worry, I am certainly not wasting
I see
energy.
the enemy.
All right, we did it.
Was that a magic user, Goborn? I think it was. Can't open these now. I just have to come at them from a different angle or something. Dogs!
Time for some closing. Let's push through.
Impressive
Nice.
as ever.
Got them all. Can't ambush me. I'm too fast. I'm too powerful. Look at these guys. They're just having a party.
Right there. Come on! Alright, how's that?
It's about to be the last party they've ever had.
There they are. Come on!
Let's stash that somewhere safe.
Forward! Alright, how's that?
That might be of use later.
Oh my god, there's so many in here. This place is so big.
Cat?
And now we'll find a use for that.
Where does this go? Oh my goodness. There's so much. It never ends.
That might be of use later.
Yes, I know. That's why I grabbed it.
We found something.
Well, well.
A witch's earring, magic +3. Ooh. I don't really need that now in my current archetype, but once I switch back to mage, absolutely.
Nice.
Not bad.
Okay, gemstone, cool.
You found something. Let's take it with us.
I will. Okay. Let's go back this way. Oh, there we go. And I'm gonna just quickly run over here. Wee. Wee, wee, wee. Is there... Nope, no passageway there. Okay, cool. I appreciate it. Oh, I think this goes up into that other room now that I couldn't get into. Yes, sure does. Hi, friends. Can I join you?
I say take it with you. Wow, here we go.
Damask. So I know, like, in Assassin's Creed, they pronounce this as Damas, not Damascus. But I don't know if that's right. Damascus vest, a tough protective vest made from desert materials. Is that good for anyone?
What now?
Let me see. Yeah, okay. Cool. Okay, that's everything on this floor, right? Yes it is. Yes, indeed. I'm gonna do this methodically, floor by floor. Nothing gets left behind. How am I gonna get in that room down there? I didn't see any passageways. Okay, we'll keep an eye out. Hey guys, how's it going?
There they are. Come on! Charging in.
Long time no talk.
I think we're in the clear.
I imagine that would be of use.
Okay, what's around here? That's another... Those are more stairs to go down.
I see the enemy.
And we got some
Now we'll find a
moths
use for
there.
that.
Oh, and then that just connects back to this area. Okay. Is there really no way to... Like, if I go up a level... Yeah, those upper levels have nothing to do with that bottom area. So, okay, we're gonna have to try going down. Maybe we can go down and then back up again.
Hey,
We're pretty far in now. Gallica, you sensing the Goopteros yet?
Everyone all right?
All good.
I think we're getting close. Just a little bit more, guys. Okay, yeah, this seems like this is going to be far shorter than the cathedral. Oh! Whoa, look at you guys getting a sneak attack on me. Honestly,
Right there.
I'm proud of you.
All right. Brilliant. How's that?
Well done.
There they are.
Great job.
Good planning on your part. I did not see that coming. I do have to admit.
I
Let's
see
take this
the
thing
enemy.
out. Ooh, no, I should take out these guys first, because that'll launch me into battle, which might bring them all into.
There they are.
I want this one.
Forward.
There we go.
Charging in.
Amazing.
Time for some close.
Back there.
Charging in. Forward. Dad.
There we go.
Let's give them a fight.
Got it. Okay. And, oh yeah, so this is so nice, because he has his fire sword.
Taste.
I can just do a normal strike on these guys, and they go down.
Smooth finish. Great work, everyone.
Hell yeah.
Looks like we're safe for now.
Okay. Which way did I come? I came from north. Okay. Honestly, I kind of like that they had them, like, hiding behind the pillars there. Give them a little bit more strategy and everything, rather than just standing around like idiots all the time. Here we go. What the hell are they doing?
Right there.
Oh, shoot. I was kind of trying to just go around the corner to, like, watch what they were doing. So I'm just fascinated by
There
this
they are.
presentation.
Dad, how's that? Let's push through.
Whatever you were doing, it wasn't particularly effective, but, you know, you do you, I guess.
Something.
Okay, now, yes, now we can get in here. Good, 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 good. I just need to look out for those. That's what screwed me over in the last one, is I missed just like a hole in the wall that I could go through at one point. It was apparently my downfall.
Nice.
Yeah.
Imp Ending Pike. Oh my god. Oh, used by a knight, and it does pierce damage. Ah. Does her weapon now not do pierce damage? Oh, it does. Okay. But this one does more pierce damage, and it can be purified at a church. Cool. Okay.
Nice.
Amazing.
Guards, chausses, the greaves of a soldier who fought to protect the capital. Okay. They seem pretty lame for now, but they can be purified, so. Okay, now this level is complete. Yep. Okay. Let us go. Oh, are we at the end here?
Sec?
The Goopteros is close. Did you forget? Get proof. We took it down and go home. Okay, yeah, I think the Goopteros is in there already. Let's save. Damn, that was really fast. Let's see. That took us about 15 minutes.
Yep.
Cool. Good.
All right.
Honestly, good like little palate cleanser after the mega dungeon we had last time, or 2 episodes ago. This one just felt like a nice little, like, early level World of Warcraft dungeon crawl. Oh my god, it's a Minotaur. And there he is. Looks like this is the Goopteros. He's really raring to go, too. No sign of retreat. It must be acclimated to people. It's likely caused damage yet to be discovered. Well, that ends today. We're taking you down. I see our foe's bringing his A-game, too. Oh, I can't wait for this.
Watch out.
It's not messing around. Be careful, everyone.
On guard!
Well, I'm as ready as I can be. Come, monster, you shall be rust upon my lance. Okay, so starting out with our guy here. And we know we want to use Pierce and Guard is no synthesis to use, okay? Oof, I need to get to her with the ability to do synthesis. So I'm just gonna pass to her.
I'm counting on you.
Is everyone all right?
Let us fight as one.
And we're gonna do this, yeah?
We'll team up.
And thus I end it. Hulkenberg got them right.
Oh,
fight as the
damn,
noble
okay. Yeah, I can't do some.
I call upon royal power within.
Let's do this guy. Heavy. Oh, I unlocked that? Ooh, shit. Okay.
I'll cut you down.
The freedom of a wanderer.
Oh my god. I get so many turns here.
Let's go.
What can you do? Sure. Yeah,
Cut
okay.
through. Still here?
He is already on his last legs.
Please.
Yeah, sorry, guy. You know I gotta do it to you.
Hulkenberg got them
Oh, shit. It didn't actually kill him. That's fine. I wanted Hulkenberg to have the last strike there, but I thought that would be enough. My bad. We got a falchion for the Seeker. Cool.
I feel stronger.
Alrighty. Oh, 5. What the frick? Oh. That's why I sometimes have extra points. It was because I've been leveling outside of turn-based combat, so I haven't been getting the screen to spend my points. I understand. Honestly, I'm just gonna do that, yeah. Get my strength and magic both up really high. It's done! Breed's horn. This horn is huge. Bloody awful to imagine being gored by it. Ugh. Really? You all seem pretty put together during the fight.
No.
No, that thing was tougher than anticipated. If we'd let up even a little, we may well have been defeated. Well, clearly Hulkenberg doesn't realize we're playing on storyteller mode.
Huh?
What? Even Hulkenberg was sweating it? What do you think, Gnome? Yeah, I'm not gonna say it was an easy win and put Hulkenberg out like that. It was a close one.
I don't know.
Hi, that sense of humility will serve us well. Arrogance dulls the blade, after all. Well, a win is a win. All that's left is to take this back to the Igniter shop.
All right.
Let's do that later, Gnome. Shall we head back to the entrance?
Say,
I'm gonna explore a little
I
bit
see.
more. Everything in moderation. You'd regret letting a little curiosity exhaust us in a place like this. Just want to make sure there's nothing like on this floor, in this room or something, that is of interest. There isn't. This is just a big ol' empty room. Okay, let's go. Leave.
What?
Hey, he seems to be holding some sort of string in his mouth. Does he want us to pull it? Let's use it.
Gallica.
Let's call it.
Oh, he basically just gives us a free Ariadne's thread, is technically how it works. That's cool. Okay, let's go. Wait, which is the way to leave? I think this way.
Hey.
Yeah, it's gonna be night soon. Should we call it a day and head back? Let's head back.
Okay then.
Then why don't we go back to the city and have a nice dinner? It'll be dark by the time we get back, so we won't have time to do anything else anyway, but that's okay, right?
Right?
Tired, huh? Let's think about what to eat. Back to the Grand Trad Tavern.
All right.
Well, it wasn't easy, but the Goopteros lies defeated, and we have the proof, exactly as the woman from the Igniter shop asked of us. Once we show it to her and complete her request, we'll finally be able to shop at the members-only Igniter shop. That will be most useful in helping us amass more firepower. I trust you'll complete the task now? Well, we managed to avoid the day of calamity, but that doesn't mean we should waste the time we've got left before the theocracy makes its proclamation.
So,
I agree. Luis is to be our opponent one day, and I would have us ready to face him, confident in our strength.
Now then.
Well, suppose... Oops, I was accidentally using my Gallica voice there for a second. Well, suppose we ought to turn in for the night once we finish our plates. I'd say we earned our rest today. Good job. Okay, so are we going to be down to
Time marches
3
on,
days
and the
now?
age of a new king draws nearer.
3 days? Is that right? Let's see.
Well then.
Yes, 3 days. Ooh, oh god, okay. We are running out of time here until whatever's gonna happen. Oops. Well, whatever.
All right then.
Okay, let's go to... Oh, I can... Oh, it's her. I was gonna say I have a follower that I can talk to.
Let's go.
It's her. She's the follower. Brigida. I'm gonna stop by the church first real quick, just in case this progresses time. To purify... Excuse me, I'm sorry. To purify that new stuff we got.
Closure.
Oh no, not buy. Oh, purify. Demon Slayer Pike. Increases damage against demi-human type monsters. Shit, okay. We're gonna be running low on blessed water after these. Oh, this would be good for any of them. Okay. Let me check it out. So
What now?
that is gear, right? Sentinel Greaves. Casts Rakukaja at the start of battle, endurance +2, agility +2. Oh my god. That's amazing. Yeah. Yes. All the way yes. So what does everyone have? He's wearing the purity gloves. Hulkenberg is wearing the bone helm. Endurance +2. Okay. Yeah, I think that's good. Damn, automatic Rakukaja at the start of battle is pretty nice. All right, let's go talk to this lady. Are you in advance time? Be cool if you didn't. Ah, of course you are. Shoot, what was her voice like? What of the issue we discussed earlier? Oh, and this would be the brute's home. You can tell me the details inside. Come along.
mission accomplished, then.
Okay, I was pretty close.
You'll have your reward. I'll let the merchant know to allow you through as well.
Hey, there we go.
I thank you.
Quest clear. We fulfilled Brigida's request and were rewarded with special access and discounts in her igniter shop. And we got a pious igniter, and we increased our courage. And we got 7,500 breathe, but
All right.
who's counting? Hey, courage, courage up. No, not quite. Shoot, okay. But you know, making good progress.
I knew an outsider would be perfect for slipping through the cracks. Clearly, you were the right man for the job.
You're welcome.
You should keep our supply lines flowing smoothly. Thanks for helping us sort this out. By the way, what do you say to more consistent work from me?
I wouldn't turn it down.
I can't imagine an elder could find an honest job in the city otherwise.
Oh, unless you just mean like working in your shop.
But I don't much care what tribe you are. I'll always make sure you're paid properly for the work you do.
Hey, I like that.
Besides, Keeping in contact with me might have its own advantages.
Thanks for not being racist. True, that doesn't sound so bad.
Have you made up your mind?
I accept.
All right, I accept.
A wise choice. Fine then. You seem determined enough.
I'm sorry, what was that?
You heard nothing just now, right?
Like, oh god. Do I be cool or do I make her bring out her pet? Oh god, oh god, oh god. Right.
Right. I didn't hear anything.
You can't be a narc.
That's for the best. It was just the wind. Am I clear?
What was it?
I've got some business to
She has some
attend
sort of
to.
pet.
We'll go our separate ways for today. However, I trust you won't be telling anyone what you think you heard.
She's about to murder me over this. Is that a dog? Is it a little doggy? You have a little pup?
If you do tell anyone, well, I'm sure you're sharp enough to imagine the consequences.
Is it like super illegal to have a pet?
Then we have a deal.
I can sense a hint of trust beneath all the wariness Brigitte feels towards me.
The trader and iconoclast, Brigitte. Within her dwells the virtue of the merchant.
Merchant! Cool.
Nurture thy bond
New
with
one.
her, and a new power yet slumbering within thee may awaken.
Hell yes. Okay,
Interesting.
so I bet
Perhaps
you
he does have hidden depths.
in the earlier days, there was that one thing where it said like spent time with ? And I didn't have someone unlocked. I bet you it was Brigitte because people did the Gallica corridor earlier and got her. Can study the merchant and can visit the Lycan Magic Association Igniter shop in Grand Trad. Cool. How the hell does the merchant fight? I'm very intrigued. Yeah. What new powers await us? Truly.
You'll pick up your next job here. Come back another day.
I will. We'll only have 2 days left after this, so hopefully we can hang out with her. Back to the hushed honeybee.
What is it?
Anything new you got? No. Okay. What is there to do tonight? So I could do
What is it?
tolerance
All
here
right, then.
or outside. Or imagination or wisdom. Actually, let me go to the
Let's go.
Igniter shop first. See what I can buy now that I can shop here.
Welcome.
I've been informed that we will now allow you to purchase our magic igniters. Those were the words of the association's Brigitte Lycan herself. With that being the case, allow me to help you in finding an igniter that suits your needs. I hear a voice within
You
my
have
mind.
my thanks.
Those who see duty through to completion should be fairly compensated. This store's wares are yours to peruse from now on. Thanks to Brigitte's proof of membership, I can now make use of the Magic Igniter shop services. Hold on, I'm just gonna quickly, because it's bothering me. Is it Brigitte or Brigitte? Oh, can I not replay this? Oh no, I can't.
Welcome.
Okay. Never mind. Do I have stuff to appraise? I do. Yeah, what do we got here? Okay. That's fine. That's for merchant. Okay, cool. And a silver cuirass, which maybe is good for Hulkenberg. Let's see. Bye! Blaze Igniter. Equips the multi-target fire skill Mage Flames. Ooh. Oh my god, they're all so expensive. Mage Hail, multi-target Ice, multi-target Electric, Mage Thunder Squall, Mage Mistral, Mage Holiness, and Mage Underworld. Oh my god. I kind of need this. I don't have any dark... I don't have anyone that can do dark skills. That's kind of huge. Oh, and I have a lot of stuff I can sell.
Now then.
I may get that. Hold on. Hold that thought for a moment.
Now?
Okay, first of all, armor. So endurance +2. Okay, so this would down my endurance by 2, so I don't think that's worth it. But what about these accessories? Because I did get this Pious Igniter. Multi-target recovery skill, Mage Devotion when equipped. Oh, so that gives me a multi-target heal. That's really nice. So he has Mage Light. He has Mage Wind. She has Agility +3. Well, actually, hold on. I'm going to switch everyone back to my preferred things. So Mage.
I'll show you the essence of truth.
Strongest. Okay. And Healer.
Oh,
Yes.
healing power, grant us solace.
Okay. So now that I do that, this kind of changes how I need to look at things. So I have everything but wind. So this fills out my elemental retinue here. And then oh, that's not what I need to do. What I need to do is this. He has Slicer, which is what that's what I want him to have. And sure, he has Wind, because needs some sort of magic just in case there's nothing physical. And then Hulkenberg has Hama. And Diagonal Slash? Yeah, okay, so she has a physical. Makes sense. So I think what makes sense... Well, let me just see if I throw this thing on. Like if I throw this on Hulkenberg, what does it actually look like? Here we go. Mage Devotion. Hulkenberg, Mage Devotion. Weak recovery for all allies. So it's actually not even as good as Medi because it costs twice as much. So, okay. So that thing isn't going to come in super handy. But what I will do is I'm going to give her this one. I'm going to give him this one. And I'm going to give me... I'm going to make a big purchase here. Ooh, big money. Okay, I just spent a lot. I'm going to give me... this one. Mage Underworld. Ooh. Yeah, weak magic dark damage to all enemies. Hell yes. Okay. So I can't personally do light, but Hulkenberg can do that. And oh, I also saw this. We figured out why the game's called Metaphor. It's because this fire spell is Mediaphor, which I just think is funny. But yeah, so Hulkenberg can do magic, can do light. And then, so the other two can both do light. I'm the only one that can't do light. But I can do everything else. So I think that works for me. Okay, cool. We'll get the weaknesses somewhere amongst us.
The Grand Cathedral, why?
Unless it's pierce damage. We don't have anyone that can do pierce damage, but you know what? That's the way it is.
I'll not loiter in a storm.
Okay. I am going to
The Grand Cathedral, why?
spend my night doing...
The Grand Cathedral, why?
Let me look at my stats. Oof. They're all pretty rough at the moment. Though my eloquence is certainly the roughest. But I can't actually do that right now. So... I think I'm going to do imagination. I'm going to go talk to this fairy guy. What are you up to?
Long ago, this world used to have a hell of a lot more amazing magic in it. Once upon a time, it was my job researching that magic. Damn it.
Now, how did I wind up?
Actually, you know what?
All right then.
I'm not going to do this. I'm going to go to the Hush Honeybee. And I'm going to learn how to make this food. I don't know why. I don't know how that's going to help us yet, if not. But I just want to do it. We always get a flood of guests at night. Looks like it's going to be another hectic one. If you're free, could you lend me a hand with preparing food? If you'd like to help out, feel free to use the kitchen as you please. And if you have the ingredients, I can show you how to make red grass roasted bidou. Sounds like Fabienne's having a hard time. She's done a lot for us, so the least we can do is return the favor and help her out when we can. Yes, let's make red grass roasted bidou.
You're a big help.
Looks like you have all the right ingredients to make red grass roasted bidou. Let's get you prepped and into the kitchen, shall we?
Next up is...
Let's see here. A red grass roast, right? No problem. Fabienne taught us all the ins and outs of this recipe.
Oh, right!
How about we make a few tweaks to the dish while we're at it? Let's stick to the recipe. It's like a cult classic. I think we should stick to the original recipe.
Exactly.
That's fair. I suppose it is Fabienne's signature dish, and she was kind enough to teach us how to make it. Gallica and I poured our hearts into the preparation. A delicious aroma wafts through the room.
You did it!
Wow, we really did a good job with this one. Are you secretly some kind of master chef now? Looks like I did a good job helping out. I feel like my tolerance is improved.
All right.
Ooh, we got 3 for that one. Hell yeah, big money. I continued to help out as the night went on.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Did we get more... Did we get, like, more skill points because we selected a better option? Huh. I'm gonna look that up afterwards, because I've only been getting 2 from all the skill activities so far. Or maybe that one was because we were specifically doing the roasted red grass, or red grass roasted bidou preparation. I don't know. Okay, we got 2 days.
What is it?
What's on the docket for today?
All right then.
Can we follow her? Ooh, Brigitte. After earning her approval, Brigitte offers ongoing work to Gnome. As he agrees, however, he hears a curious noise nearby. She's a rogue from Grand Trad, and she likes pure nectar. Cool. I still can't tell why these two have gray, like, handshake icons. You should also look that up. Got a lot of stuff to look up here. Make sure I'm not, like, missing out on things. Okay. What can I do during the daytime?
All right then.
Oh, they have a sale right now. Shoot, I should have waited. How much would the sale be?
Go.
Is it 20%? That would bring it down to, like, 40...
I've got quite the deal
42
today.
or 43,000. Oh. Oh, no. I would have saved 11,000. Ow. Owie. can sell it back for 11,000. Can sell it back for the amount that I would have saved. Jesus Christ. Okay. That's a lesson hard learned. Always wait for Idol's Day, especially for big purchases.
Well, all right, loiter in a storm.
Okay. So all of these things, except for the eloquence, I can do at night. So I think I'm gonna do that.
Let's go.
Yeah. Let's go do the eloquence. Talk about discrimination and how we can do our part to prevent it.
Excuse me.
Hello. Yeah, I'll pay you. I don't know if I need to be doing this, but why not? Let's do it. I may have mentioned it before, but there are others outside of Euchronia fundraising like this.
Take care.
I'm not sure if you'll have the opportunity to meet them, but if fate would have it, could you hear them out? Oh, okay. That's it. Just a little smidgen of eloquence. It's not much, but here. Thank you for your support. I really appreciate you hearing me out.
Well then.
Okay, that was our day. Back to the Hush Honeybee. Okay, what do I want to do tonight? I am going to...
Let's go.
Go talk to that imagination fairy guy. Right? How are my stats looking?
Now, how did I
Ooh, it's raining. Hold on. If it's raining, I gotta go check those prices before I forget. So, I could possibly have my tolerance rank up. Okay, you know what? I actually think I'm gonna go instead. I'm gonna go talk to that Mustari about tolerance. Or I don't know, should I go work at the Honeybee? That also is tolerance. That got me 3 last time. Yeah, let's do that. But first things first. Let's go to... here. So I can see how much more you can get for your mag.
You've come at a good time.
On bad weather days. Exchange. To 6? Okay, I think it was like 2 or 3 before. Okay, so like doubles. So if I wanted to give you 8,000 mag, bringing me down to 100,000, that would get me 8,000. That would get me almost 50,000 Reeve. Oh, that's pretty good. If I did... Yeah, if I just brought myself down to 100,000 mag. Oof. Yeah, you know what? That's pretty good, actually. Okay, nice. Lot of money. And 100,000 mag is still pretty good. It's certainly nothing to scoff at.
God, I am grateful.
Stop that at once. Say it.
Okay. Can I work for you again, Fabienne?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Tolerance, yeah. I'm gonna make red grass roasted beedu because it got me more tolerance.
Next up is...
Yep, okay. We got it all.
Right.
We're not gonna make any tweaks.
No.
Exactly.
Calm down about it, Gallica.
You did it!
Okay. And...
Now then.
Hey, 3 tolerance. Yes, rank 2 tolerance. Amazing. Okay, we are now open-minded.
Tolerance.
'Tis one of the virtues a ruler must possess. If thou aspire to true sovereignty, take up a mantle of benevolence, which shall spur thee to aid thy people. A conqueror needs that precious kindling with which a follower's passions may be inflamed. Beautiful.
Time marches on, and the age
And we
of
got
the
red
new
grass
king
roasted beetu
draws
out of it.
nearer.
The announcement is soon.
So, Fulden's grand announcement is coming tomorrow, is it? What's this proclamation of his gonna be anyway? That was weird enunciation. Wonder if he's gonna thank us for what we did in the Grand Cathedral. Yeah, okay. There is a literal 0% chance of that.
No.
I wouldn't hold your breath on that one. Ostensibly, the state army is getting all the credit for taking down that human after all. We shall know soon enough, so there's little point contemplating it further. Until then, let us simply do what we can as we wait for events to unfold. The Sanctus Grand Announcement is happening tomorrow. What did people do today? Some people spent time with Brigitte. Oh, by spend time with Brigitte, it probably means by turning in that quest. I think that's what that means. So it's not like she has an independent follower thing that you can do beyond that. I think that's my guess. So we've done all of these things then. We spent time with Stroll twice. We spent time with Brigitte once. We spent time with Hulkenberg once. We talked with an activist twice. Talked with a pagan once. Heard a story from long ago once. Took in the scenery once. Went into Regalith Grand Cathedral. Went into Tradia Desert. Went into Belaga Corridor. We've done all of it. So now it's just what do we want to spend our last smidgens of time on here. So I think we might as well do Eloquence again. I think that seems like the... Since we can't do anything Eloquence at night, I'm going to do Eloquence now. Yeah. Woo!
Stop that at once! Excuse me.
Okay. I wonder, if I say no, will she still talk to me?
Excuse me.
Oh no, I have to pay her to talk to her? Okay.
I need a gonna be tough.
Yeah, let's chat. Let's do it. Got nothing else we can do.
Take care.
Yeah, this is the same thing she said last time. Give me that tiny little increase. Okay, looks like my eloquence and imagination are at the same level now. Courage is a little higher. Fairy dust.
Well then.
What is it?
Okay, and I think I'm going to spend our last night here. Let me do a quick save before things get crazy tomorrow. I think I'm going to spend our last night here talking to this fairy guy, getting some imagination boost.
But
Close your eyes.
Hello.
Ah, the fairy and the elder. I'm glad we meet again. I believe we were in the middle of a story. Would you care to hear the next part?
what do you want to do?
Let's do it.
Thanks. Lovely, let's head to the tavern and I'll pick up the tale. Let's see, I believe we left off with my ancestor being unable to find the mysterious fairy to thank her for saving his life. We've hit a bit of a time skip here, as this next part concerns my grandfather. Bear with me. My grandfather was also a mischievous soul, and one day he too ventured into the forbidden cave and became hopelessly lost.
That's awful.
Wow, mischief really does run in the family.
So it does. Anyway, lost in the dark, What should my grandfather find? A fairy, of course. She was beautiful, just as the fairy his grandfather had described. He knew right away it was the same fairy. Again, I'm not going to help you this time, said the fairy, rolling her eyes. My grandfather could only blurt out a confused, "What?" It was the first time he'd ever been to the cave, after all. Then the fairy said, "Don't blame me if you get eaten by the beast." And that's when my grandfather realized the fairy was mistaking him for his grandfather. The boy you're thinking of is long gone. I'm his grandson, he said. The fairy considered this for a moment, then said, "You people die so young." The fairy led my grandfather out of the cave like she did his grandfather before. The whole time he kept his grandfather's regrets in mind. So before she could vanish, he turned to her and said, "Thank you for helping my grandfather." If you're wondering if history will repeat, I doubt it. My family had to leave that village when my grandfather grew up. So I'm sure you can appreciate how amusing I found it to find a fairy here in Grand Trad. My family's fate seems tied to the fairies.
Well, I'm glad your family got closure with the fairy. And meeting you like this, who knows? Maybe it really is fate. Hey, look at that.
All right.
Some imagination. God, those two stat point increases are really just painfully nothing.
Well then.
It's time I got back to the others.
It would
Okay, here we
seem
go.
the disaster was averted.
Hey, we did it. We've averted the disaster. What is this big old proclamation going to have in store for us?
Right then. Today's Fortin's big announcement.
It sure is.
Wonder what he's planning. I guess the church has to have some reaction to all that stuff the king said.
Whatever it is, Luis won't be able to just ignore it. This might be a day that goes down in history.
Okay, here we go. This is about to really shape where the story takes from here. What direction things move in.
Ladies and gents, lend me your ears.
It's this guy again.
Sanctifex Forden has spoken.
What's he saying?
The giant face in the sky, the massive rocks appearing throughout the land, and the mysterious voice claiming to be the past king.
Oh God.
The Sanctus Church has officially recognized these
Okay.
happenings as the will of His Royal Majesty.
Okay, I thought that was about to go the other direction.
So it really is His Majesty.
And so, as His Majesty has decreed, whoever has gained the greatest trust of the people by the day of decision shall be our new king.
Okay, there we go. So the Sanctus Church has officially put their seal of approval on this whole process.
This is a historic moment, good citizens. It's revolutionary. It's unprecedented. No matter who you are, you can take the throne.
Anyone?
Anyone?
Even me?
Yes, you. You are going to be the next king. Observing Man will be the next king of Euchronia.
If, and this is a big if, you are the person that all our people trust most in their hearts.
Maybe you could be king yourself, eh? You're popular enough.
Battling for king.
Me? In charge? Well, that's the last thing this country needs. Right, let's review what we know, shall we?
This guy just becomes king.
First, the new faces that have appeared on the rock. It shows us who's foremost in the running. We've worked out that much.
Right, we got that.
The top 3 of the lot are also shown in the sky. Suppose that way you can see their inspiring faces anytime, anywhere.
Yep.
Hold on. How's us common folk supposed to stand a chance against all these upper crusters?
You gotta get the people on your side.
Say you do become popular. With your face clear for all to see, surely that'd make you a prime target for assassination.
Nope, can't happen. King won't let that.
Not quite, friend. Not quite. A valid concern, but one His Majesty prepared for. Popular aspirants, at least those who make it onto the rock, are protected by royal magic. Assassinations off the table.
Exactly.
Magic chains will spring to life and bind anyone who tries. I saw it happen with my own eyes to Count Luis's sorry assailant.
Don't you dare talk about Grius like that.
So, literally anyone could be king? Even a pauper? Or a slave? Or a criminal?
Anyone.
But hold on, you mean to say we might not be ruled by Clamar? What does that mean for us?
Great question.
Right, I've said my piece. You know all I know. Now go forth, ladies and gents, and spread the word. Whether you're from our fair capital or the middle of nowhere, the crown's within your grasp. Anyone in the land could be our next king.
I mean, it truly is like obviously there still is the heavy weight of, ingrained biases and discrimination that people would have to work against. Like if a parapist was trying to position themselves for the crown, they would have to get past people just immediately distrusting parapists and disliking them. But it really is sort of an ultimate evening act to say whoever is most trusted in people's hearts will be the next king. That does, I do really like the principle of the idea, even if in practicality there are some issues with it.
I heard the announcement. The church has chosen to recognize this face's words as crown sent and shall abide by them.
They conceded that one quickly. Though I suppose it's a hard thing to deny, what with the royal palace hanging up there in the clouds.
What with the royal palace just floating in the sky above us,
Had they
casually?
rushed a coronation for His Eminence Forden, it would have dashed any hope of reinstating His Highness. A small comfort.
That is true.
I can tell from your face there's some bad news too.
Do you recall those chains that froze Alsace in place? It seems that too was part of His Majesty's magic.
Yep.
Plainly, any candidates of sufficient favor cannot be deposed by force.
Yeah, that kind of dashes our issues with Luis.
That's not good.
No, 'tis not indeed. This marks Luis as nigh untouchable. I will still seek to find him. Yet, even should we stand before the man himself, we could not kill him.
No! If we can't kill him, then how do we break the curse?
We have to make him unpopular, essentially. Or I guess, technically it's like the final three are the ones who are protected, so maybe we just need to knock him out of the final three. Just get him to, like, the 4th place slot.
What the hell was the king thinking? Grius was trying to save his son. He died for it.
Yeah, he did.
Even so, without this magic, no aspirant would be safe from assassination, leaving Luis to dominate through sheer martial strength.
It is a good protection spell generally. It's just in this case with Luis, it happened to work against our favor.
We appear to be at an impasse.
Hello? Hi,
Everyone,
Fabienne.
have you seen Maria?
Oh, no.
Did something happen?
I checked her room and she isn't there. She wouldn't just leave without telling anyone. I couldn't deal with losing both of them.
Oh.
I'll go look for her.
We'll find her. Don't worry.
You will? Thank you. When I think of what might happen to her...
Nothing is going to happen to her.
If she left her room on her own, she must have had some reason.
Let's go search for her. If we head into town, we might find some clues.
It's okay, Fabienne. Nothing is going to happen to Maria. Absolutely not. Are we going to let that happen? 0% chance.
Where?
Maria, where are you?
You're kidding.
Where could Maria have gone? Wait. Oh, no. Oh, we got some memorandum stuff. The royal magic protection. Seen as a way to prohibit the elimination of a candidate through force, one aspect of the king's royal magic was discovered somewhat belatedly. In the event that a top-ranking candidate with large support is in danger of bodily harm, the perpetrator will be immobilized by a glowing chain-like construction. The protective effect seems to apply only to the top 20 candidates, or those whose faces appear on the coronation rocks. Okay, so 20, not 3. Shit. That's harder. Resisting the magic chains and continuing to attempt harm results in the chains tightening, potentially causing death. However, what constitutes as harm is unclear, and it is not known if there are loopholes or exceptions. Fairies' lives. Fairies do not have a fixed lifespan. It is determined by their strength of will to accomplish something, such as a goal or mission, and as such, fairies can live over 100 years. Conversely, a loss of motivation can cause even young fairies to enter a lethargy not unlike sleep, and they eventually fade away. The longer a fairy lives with intent and purpose, the more prominent their intelligence and self-awareness becomes. This change can lead to personality gaps as large as those between an adult and child, occurring over a relatively short span of time. That's cool. Okay, where is Maria gonna be?
Whatever.
Maria? Oh, you mean that kid? Yeah, I saw her earlier. Really? Where was she headed? The stairs north of Sunshade Row. You know, by the general store. Didn't look to be running an errand though.
Hey!
The general store. We might find someone else who saw her if we head over there. Go! Go fast! Anyone? You.
The army apparently took care of that necromancer everyone's been talking about. He should have been judged here. That would have made everyone feel much better.
Yeah, the army took care of that necromancer. Uh-huh. For sure.
Fancy a wager on who will become the next king? I'm going all or nothing on Luis.
Pfft, it'll just end up being Folden. Sorry, but this will be easy money for me.
The safe and boring pick, eh? I'm looking forward to the results.
Hey, mister!
I bet the next king's gonna punish the bad tribes. You better run away, Elda. They're gonna kill you. Jesus Christ, kid! This kid needs an adult.
How to handle? Sorry, but...
Hello.
Hey!
Say, we're looking for a little girl. Have you seen anyone like that around here? Oh, could it be that half-blood? If so, then yes, I did see her. She was muttering Papa and looking all sad. I saw her go through the back alley. Maria, could she have gone to the Grand Cathedral? Oh no.
What is it?
Maria! Come back! I'm gonna have to skateboard around town looking for you. Anyone talking about Maria? This guy. See anything?
Closure, oh closure.
Louise's faction has left, but the Grand Cathedral is in a horrible state. The non-human monsters are still there too. Closure, where do we even start? I can't believe Louise would do something so terrible.
These guys?
Doesn't it seem like the faces on the rock haven't moved? I think it's just going to be Sanctifex Forden at the end? If that were to happen, I'd feel bad for the previous king. Must have been loads of trouble putting this stone up too.
They said heading towards the back alley.
What is it?
Where is that?
The Sanctifex Church confirmed it. A new king will be crowned on the Day of the Hero, just as the giant rock in the sky said.
The Day of the Hero? That's the day that commemorates the crowning of the first king of Euchronia after he won the Annex War, isn't it?
Yes, and although we have a festival every year to celebrate our nation's founding, it seems this year will be on a grander scale entirely.
What should I do?
Is this the back alley?
It's not.
No, okay. Come on, let me move. Okay. Shoot, which way are we looking here?
What should I do?
Can't talk to these guys or these guys. Or those guys.
This is nice.
Is there anyone I can talk to? Can I talk to these guys? No. Can I just talk to these guys?
How did I wind up here?
There's so many conversations around me.
What incarnation's going on?
They say anyone can be king, but everyone knows it'll ultimately come down to Louisa Forden. It's hardly even a contest, as Sanctifex Forden will most surely be crowned. Those stones are just another one of Louisa's cruel tricks. No one wants Luis on the throne. The people support His Eminence Forden.
Attitudes like yours are precisely what will give Luis a greater voice.
I beg your pardon.
Have you any idea how the poor feel? Your narrow minds will be your undoing. Luis is a fool, but he'll still be a beacon of hope for the city's outcasts. They both have their flaws, though I suppose you'd be hard pressed to find anyone more promising.
Look at that.
Tensions seem high.
Now, how did I wind up here?
Hello there.
Hey. Oh! Do you know that little half-blood girl? You can't let a girl like that walk the streets alone. You're just asking for trouble. Huh, she just went inside. Wait, you let her pass? Why?
The way her eyes looked, I'd not be the one to stop her now. She's been coming to pray for a while, no matter how many glares she gets.
Okay, so let us in. Evening? What the fuck do you mean evening? Oh my god. Oh, okay, good. We found her.
Huh? Why?
We're here to help you. Ooh, I mean, what are you doing here just seems idiotic. Let's go home and everyone's worried about you is just like making her feel guilty. I don't know, what are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
Papa hasn't come home. And I always come here whenever I'm feeling lonely. One time he came here to get me. I remember because he called my name. But I pray, and he still doesn't come back. Maybe because the cathedral's broken?
Maria.
Maria.
Miss Fabienne says Papa can't come home anymore.
No.
But I know Papa's gone away. He's gone somewhere I'll never see him again. Hasn't he? It's going to be so lonely. The loneliest it's ever been. But I have to be strong, don't I?
Poor little baby. She just... God.
But if it gets any lonelier, I don't know if I can do it.
Stop. She spent her whole life just being outcast and only having just her father.
I'm sorry. I promised we'd all come back together.
Why does everyone always leave? Mum was sick. The king and prince are gone. And now Papa? Why does everyone always leave? Is it my fault? I really did my best to be a good girl.
No. Oh God, this is heartbreaking. That's not
why.
He's right, Maria. It's not your fault at all.
Listen to me, all right? Your father, he was fighting a very bad man. We were with him, but we couldn't protect him. I'm sorry.
I remember Papa saying something like that. He said, a really bad man might be our king. Is that part of it?
It is. It'll work out.
It'll work out somehow. I'm sure of it.
I hope the next king is as nice as you. Then maybe things won't always be so sad.
In my ideal world, people can believe in their future. Their birth doesn't matter. The prince told me that once.
I think I understand the king's intentions now. Maybe this is the sort of tragedy he was trying to end.
Yeah.
Maybe he wanted a world where the crown goes to one who acts like a king ought to. Not whoever's willing to spill the most blood to do it.
You may be right, but much as we wish it, this is not a fight that might be ended through words alone.
Even so, we have to try.
Maria, you're safe. Oh, you had me worried sick.
I'm sorry for leaving on my own.
No, it's all right.
Miss Fabienne, I'm hungry.
Maria. Yes, that's right. Let's all sit down for some supper together. Thank you for finding her.
It looks like she's worked things out.
She's a strong girl.
But we've more troubles ahead. How now do we resolve this curse upon His Highness?
That's the question, isn't it? Like, what are we gonna do about this?
If Luis is the curse's caster, we've got to kill him to dispel it. So how do we do that if he's shielded by the king himself?
I wish I could report back, but the prince is still asleep, and we're losing time. I don't think going back to the village is an option.
Like, from what we've been told, we overheard in that one flashback situation, or not flashback, in that conversation with the crown, the senate, that a duel could do it, which is one option. And then option 2 is somehow get him to lose the trust of the people so he's no longer protected. But I don't see how either, like, why would he agree to a duel? And how would we get him to lose the trust of the people to drop down below 18 other people? Jesus, I don't know. It's hard. It's really tough. Below 19 other people.
We cannot lose faith yet. There must be some further course we can pursue.
Well, there's the church's announcement. I expect they're trying to stop a wave of rival candidates from flooding the standings. I doubt the church would accept this popularity contest if they didn't already have a plan to game it.
Yeah, that's true.
True enough. I can only wonder at their aims. For today, we should content ourselves with rest and recovery.
Okay, time to sleep. Late night.
Sorry, did I wake you? Laying here, I always end up caught in my own thoughts. Grius and Maria. The prince. Just thinking in circles again. Not good, is it?
Let's think about it together.
Let's think about it together.
Keeping me company, are you? You really are a strange one. My kind of strange, if I'm honest. That book, is that the novel you're always carrying around? Feels like months ago now that I spotted you buried in it on the carriage ride to the fort.
Want to read it?
Want to read it?
If you don't mind, since we've finally some room to breathe.
What are we going to see today?
Oh, interesting. It's written through the lens of a fictional land. This bit's about the Utopia's security.
Interesting. This little snippet that we're seeing here actually looks slightly less like those guards. They look like they could be more from like a pseudo-fantastical society, less like the real world.
In this world, there is no blood-stained contest for sovereignty. The people choose their sovereign from among themselves.
I mean, that's essentially what's happening right now.
One cannot put a sovereign to the sword to seize power. Such an act would be met with scorn and judged as murder. Taking power or wealth by force is seen as the most shameful of transgressions. Couldn't be further from reality, could it? We've a Kingslayer on the brink of seizing the throne right now.
It's funny that you say that, right? Because, like, on one hand, yes, I hear what you're saying, but on the other hand, this is kind of what's happening now. Like, obviously, there's the issue that, here's the real issue, right? Is that you have all of the privileged people in the society who, since the king appointed Forden and named the crown theocracy and all of that, everything's been going great for them. So of course they want to maintain the status quo. Of course they want Forden. So you have him in one corner. And then in the other corner, you have all the people who everything hasn't been going well for. All the quote-unquote lesser tribes, the Parapises, the Mastari, the whatever. There was another one that they named at one point that I don't remember. The Elda, obviously, although it doesn't seem like there are many of us. Or even just less wealthy or privileged people from the other tribes who everything isn't always going well for. And Luis represents the one force that is trying to give them an opportunity to rise up. Even if everything about him is horrible, besides that, the fact that he's giving them a chance to prosper, they're willing to overlook everything. Which sounds a lot like something that's happening in the real world. It's, you know, if you have someone who's willing to offer the people kind of what they want and what they're not getting from other places, they're often really willing to overlook other issues. And so, and those are really the two forces that we have. So it, like, I really like the way that they've constructed the situation because, I mean, I don't like it. It's frustrating because it's so real, because it feels so accurate and it makes sense and it feels like something that, even though this is a fictional world and a fantastical world, it really feels like something that could happen, you know? And I think it feels very well written. But...
And this idea of competing for public support. Here it sounds so commonplace, but the idea's thrown us all into chaos. Interesting. Perhaps I'm overthinking, but it sounds almost like the aim of the king's magic. You suppose there's some common inspiration?
Exactly, that's what I was saying, is even though that's not necessarily how it's playing out, that's clearly kind of what the king was going for.
Still, I don't imagine this would turn out well in the real world.
In the
public
real
opinion,
world?
Tribal perspective always divides us.
Yes, in their real world.
Besides, does a decision made by the people guarantee it's right? Tribal squabbles aren't always political.
That's true.
Take us Clamars, for example. It can be hard for us to see outside the bubble of our own worldview. We're the majority, and the tribe of the royal bloodline besides. That privilege can make us insensitive.
God, I love Stroll. Sorry, I know that I fangirl about him like every episode, but he's like, it's rare to find characters that are very privileged and very introspective, regardless. And it's just really cool to see.
A problem with no easy solution, I fear. Lofty words. I can hardly come to terms with my own ideals. Still, the discussions helped clear my head a little. Thank you.
Of course.
I've been so fixated on killing Luis, but maybe we could look into whether that's really the only way to lift the curse. Sleep should come easier now. I think I'll give it another chance.
Yeah, I mean, it is... If we can lift the curse another way that doesn't involve killing him, then that would... So I guess we have three solutions, right? One is make him lose the will of the people so that we can kill him without igniting or activating the king's magic. Option 2 is get him to agree to a duel and then defeat him. And option 3 is somehow lift the curse without killing him.
Wait, how long have you been asleep?
Although that doesn't necessarily...
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Lifting the curse without killing Luis doesn't necessarily fix things. It's still him and Forden that are really in the running.
Ladies and gents, have you heard the news? The curtain's about to rise on the show of a lifetime.
What does this mean?
To choose our new ruler, we're going to give all of you a chance to take center stage in a show of power for the whole kingdom.
Okay.
And we call it the Tournament for the Throne.
Oh, okay. So this really kind of helps explain it, because I think I mentioned that in the trailers for this game, I didn't watch all of them. I just watched some of the earliest ones, but they definitely talked about a tournament for the throne. I remember them talking about like some sort of tournament, and I thought everyone was going to be competing for the throne and like jousts and stuff. And so when this whole will of the people thing happened, I was kind of confused. But I understand how it's all tying in.
Will set out on a grand tour of the 3 allied nations' capitals, taking part in a variety of exciting trials.
Okay.
First, we have the exhibition of the brave. Slay a monster plaguing our fair people and bring its head to Oceania's capital in time. Biggest find takes the win. Official word is, this event's open to all. So what do you think, ladies and gents? Are you in it to watch, or in it to win?
Interesting.
Stroll? Why call us so early in the morning? What is that journal?
Is this my book?
I had Fabienne bring it up. Something occurred to me, so I asked her to go through Grius' personal effects.
Hey, looks like he was investigating the curse too.
Makes sense.
There's a note here. Given the spell's complexity, it must have required a scribed formula.
You mean to suggest Luis possesses a written composition of the curse somewhere? And if we can find that...
Sorry, I just was hit by a huge yawn, but oh my god, that's big.
I'd wager, even if we can't kill Luis, we might still have a shot at breaking the curse.
That's huge.
That attack took place years ago, didn't it? This curse's formula could be lost for good.
We have little choice but to hope it's not. I'm not saying it would be easy, and the real trick will be finding it. We wouldn't leave it unprotected.
How are we gonna find it? We're gonna like infiltrate Luis.
A crier for the church was handing these out.
Infiltrate Luis's like army.
A flyer for the tournament for the throne. This popularity contest is state-sponsored now.
It sure is.
An interesting gamble for those politicians. I like the bit about all this being in the interest of fairness, those weasels.
Yeah, they're like making it into this whole show so that when Forden wins, from their perspective, when Forden, ultimately wins, they can say, this really shows how much he deserves it, is that we sort of really let everyone have a fair chance. And he still won.
But saying it's being organized by the state. The throne's empty. This smells like the theocracy at work. Probably Forden himself.
Yeah, I mean,
you
basically.
You think Forden's looking to fix the competition in his favor? He's been in first place this whole time.
I would not put it past him.
In the interest of fairness, remember? If he wins a fair race, he gets legitimized, and Luis gets put on the back foot.
Exactly.
That bodes ill. Those with existing support could easily solidify their claim. Even should His Highness wake, he may lose the throne.
If we don't hurry and find a way to get close to Luis, we're sunk. What are we supposed to do?
What are we supposed to do? We need a plan, and then we can take action. As an Elda, I'm an outcast in the city. I think that gives us an advantage here. I don't know how we get the people's attention, and I think we enter the tournament.
Let's enter this tournament for the throne.
Huh? Hey, were you even listening to us?
Oh, yeah.
Besides, the prince isn't exactly in a position to take part in...
No, not the prince.
Wait. It sounds crazy, but I think he might be onto something there. This could be just the excuse we need to get close to Luis. He doesn't care about your tribe so long as you prove capable, yes? That's what Zorba was saying.
Shit, yeah.
Which means, even though the world looks down on you as an elder, having the power to kill humans puts you in his good graces.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit, wait.
You're going to make him a candidate for the throne?
If all we need to do is get Luis's attention, then that's sure to get the job done. If we're lucky, he might even try to recruit us.
So we're going to try to get Luis's attention so that we can get basically recruited into his army, get close to him, find the scroll, break the curse.
I see. An undercover operation, is it?
Oh my god.
Quite a gambit. But it may well be our best chance at finding this formula.
This is wild. Okay.
Hold on a second. Getting Luis's attention is all well and good. But remember who's actually risking their life here.
You mean me? Infiltrating Luisa's ranks will be dangerous. If I'm found out, I'll be as good as dead.
What do you think? Having heard all this, do you want to enter the running?
Absolutely. If it's for Maria, stop it! That's mean. I do.
Of course I do.
No hesitation at all.
Right.
I'm reminded of the words the prince spoke to me in our youth.
In my ideal world, people can believe in their future. Their birth doesn't matter. No matter who someone is, they deserve a fair country. If it's to help achieve that, I will stand for the prince as a candidate for the throne.
Yes!
Sheesh. So much for being a guide. Now you're the one leading me around.
Yeah, well, things have taken a turn, Gallica. I'm sorry.
Your resolve has marked you a fine fit for the role. I have trusted you with my life before, and would gladly do so again.
Hell yes. I inherited Grius's journal. Hey, look at that.
Good heavens. Haven't you put yourself in enough danger?
Not even remotely.
Listen to me. I don't want you going down the same path he did. Are you really this set on running off again?
Oh, God. I mean, yeah.
I'll admit I'm nervous, but...
Of course you are. Who'd not be in this situation? I'll be cheering for you in this mess of a competition. Truth be told, I wish I could do more than feed and shelter you.
You've done more than enough, Fabienne.
What's the competition?
It's a big, grand race to see who will be the next king. The whole country will be watching.
So you're going to try and become king? Wow! Then I'll cheer for you as loud as I can.
Aw, thank you, Maria.
You have your first advocate, it seems.
That's one.
Suppose you'll have to actually try for the throne now, eh? Your Majesty.
Your Majesty. This is so silly. This is so, okay. So this helps explain a lot of things, actually, because I've been so confused about like why we have our royal virtues and why we have our popularity rank if like we don't actually want to become king. We want the prince to become the king. So why are we getting all these things that make it sound like we want to be the king? And it's because of this. That's, oh my God, okay. It's very clever how this is all coming together. I'll never actually succeed.
I'll never actually succeed, Mo.
Oh, impossible, is it? As impossible as a castle floating in the sky?
I mean...
She's got you there.
Oh, come on.
Well, if we want Luis to notice you, we'll have to make quite a stir among the people. Maybe reaching for the throne will do it.
Yeah.
Does that mean you're not coming back?
Of course we're coming back.
No, we'll be back. Although we might be a while.
I don't like when it gets lonely.
I'm sorry, Maria.
Maria.
But I'll be cheering for you. I hope you win the race. You'd be a good king.
Thank you.
Thank you for your support.
God dang it. Okay, that works.
Yeah.
I was doing better with those.
Now, we'd best get registration out of the way, but we need some legs for the journey. It's mostly lawless wastes between cities.
Some legs? You mean like a gauntlet runner? Maybe, perhaps.
Judging by this specified deadline, we are unlikely to reach the Principality of Oceania's capital in time on foot.
I bet all these fancy nobles have their own gauntlet runners to ride in.
A carriage might save our chances, if we could find one. Perhaps we split up for now. I'll leave you two to the registration. They should be taking entrance at the recruitment center.
This should be the place, right?
Who is that guy?
Excuse us.
Funny
We're
hair.
looking to join the tournament for the throne.
Aye? Bit young, ain't ya? And who's the kid? He with you?
No, he's the one entering. I'm the one entering.
I'm the one entering.
You? Really?
Sure I am.
I've not heard of any age restrictions. There a problem?
Well,
I'd not have thought it, but you're an elder, ain't ya? And you want to be king. Well, the novelty of it might win you some looks.
Could you just do your job, please? Can he register or not?
Ah, an elder. Now that I think of it,
Now that you think of it?
weren't you in that pack of recruits that went off to the northern fort? Thought I heard they were all wiped out.
No, Hulkenberg.
What? We got a deserter turning up.
No, they said he'd just dragged the company down, so they left him at the capital. He, got on the captain's bad side.
Could swear I've seen you before, too.
Oh, no.
Well, hardly matters with no captain to verify.
Yeah, the captain's gone.
You can represent the lesser tribes so nobody complains.
That was a close one.
Hulkenberg, you just said to say your name and we'd be fine.
And, obviously, you're gonna need a carriage. Otherwise, the whole thing's off for you. You're obligated to attend the opening ceremony tomorrow. It'll be at the plaza at the Grand Cathedral. Don't be late.
We'll have to hope Hulkenberg can find us a carriage.
Where are we gonna find a carriage?
As for us, I expect we should see about finding a monster to slay. If it's not impressive enough, Luis won't look twice at you.
Yeah, we need to make an
over there.
impact.
They should be offering bounties on monsters the guard can't handle. Let's take a look.
Oh yeah, that's true. What bounties do we have?
Looks like everyone else had the same idea.
Or all the bounties being snatched up?
One of these bounties is bound to make me stand out.
But which? Bigger is probably better.
Hang on. There's nothing but small-time contracts here.
Of course there aren't.
You not here for this tournament then? Bit slow, I'm afraid. Most of my worthiest monster bills have already been snapped up by other competitors.
How about requests on anything aside from monsters? Bounties include criminals too, right?
That's not what the tournament calls for.
I suppose I've got one of those, yeah.
Let's see. Ugh, he's horrible. Heisme, a villainous kidnapper. Looks like the army's been trying to catch him for a while now.
Yeah, that name's come up before.
This might just be perfect.
Do you have any idea who that is?
Boorish young man. Well, hello, friend.
That man's an elite. An ex-royal knight, they say. He'd make short work of a scrawny little urchin. You can be sure of that.
I don't know about that.
Besides, didn't you hear what it is they're actually looking for?
What, a human?
Oh, of course. It's about whoever can bring in the biggest monster head, right?
It's gonna be a human, isn't
If
it?
you imbeciles can't even get that straight, you've no chance at winning. They want kingly types, not children play acting.
Stuck up little... Is that the kind of competition we can expect?
Honestly, if we show up with anything that isn't a human, we're probably screwed. Like, that's really the only way we can make a full impression.
He was right about the rules, though. What are you thinking?
Don't worry, I know what I'm doing.
We're supposed to get a monster's head. So why are you going for a criminal? Any idea what he's up to?
We don't need to win, we just need to make an impact.
Maybe it's because we don't actually have to win?
Sharp as always, Captain.
Yeah?
Don't worry, I'll explain everything later.
Okay.
As long as you can convince Hulkenberg, I guess.
Yeah, it's not actually about winning for us, it's just about getting attention.
Ho there! Are you really taking the bounty on Heisme?
Oh, it's this guy.
You three must be heaven sent. Please, would you listen to our plight?
So this guy must be the one that's been mentioning Heisme that I remember. What's your plight? Give it to me.
Your pardon, gentlemen. I'm Barden, a guard captain for Matira, a town to the south. The bounty on Heisme is up at my behest.
A guard captain? This fellow's made some powerful enemies.
We can't afford lenience. On top of his past crimes, Heisme has stooped to abducting our wee ones. Our children. Selling them off, some say.
Jesus Christ. Oh my god. There are few things as despicable as human trafficking. Oh god, I can't.
If our city becomes known for nightly disappearances, what sane resident would stay? Community and trade will dwindle and die.
Actually, I take that back. I said there are few things as despicable. There's nothing. There is nothing as despicable as human trafficking. That's it. That is the... Like, there are some pretty horrible things that come close, but that's the limit. That's how far it goes.
But he's just a lone kidnapper, right? Even if he's some infamous criminal, why can't the guard handle it?
That's the trouble. He makes his hideout somewhere too dangerous for our soldiers to tread. Deep in the territory of vicious giant worms. We've no idea how he manages to operate out there without getting devoured himself.
Interesting.
I see. Tricky problem indeed.
I'd no choice but to swallow my pride and post a bounty. Yet no matter how many times I renew the bill, none have taken it. A pitiful sight, isn't it? A soldier who can't protect his home, whether by strength or by surrender. Laugh if you must.
There's
oh,
nothing
shoot.
pitiful
God damn it.
about it.
You only cast away your honor in the name of protection. Nothing pitiful in that. Swallow your pride no more, man. We'll take your contract.
Ah, thanks to you. That you'd accept such a perilous request, even with this tournament looming over everything. Closure, thank you all, and thank God for bringing you to me. In that case, we shall meet in Matira, the old castle type. Please, make haste.
Okay, we have a mission there, apparently.
Well, no backing out of this now. You sure this is what we want?
I guess
The way
so.
I see it, if we want to make a big impact this late, it's going to take some creativity. Besides, this is apparently a knight-turned-kidnapper. The man can't be allowed to go on. What would His Royal Highness do in our place?
Yeah, I mean, like, honestly, we'd be doing some serious good taking this guy down.
I guess that's fair.
I'll convince Hulkenberg. Somehow. You go on and accept the contract.
Here we go. Memorandum. Ooh, got a lot of things. Jesus, okay. Curse formula. A diagram of the formula created to cast the curse on the prince. The curse magic is so complex, none have yet been able to undo its tangled weave. The convoluted nature of the spell has led to the belief the spellcaster drew the formula as they composed it. Obtaining and deciphering this formula may enable the curse to be revoked. Considering that Luis is protected by the royal magic and now cannot be killed, this is the party's last hope to lift the curse. Matira Old Castle Town, a town southwest of Grand Trad off the main road. Developed from a town originally formed around Kriegant Castle, a military stronghold of the Annex War. The town's distance from the main road gives it a sense of isolation, and some say a certain gloom. One of Euchronia's closest towns to the Oceanian border, which made it a cornerstone of Euchronia's defense against Oceania during the Annex War. The relatively flat terrain affords the castle's watchtower a clear view of the town's environs. Any movement or mobilization from Oceania was thus immediately observed, making it impossible to launch a surprise attack on the town, especially as the war predated the invention of the swift, powerful gauntlet runners of modern fame. However, its time as the keystone of Euchronia's front lines has long since passed into history. Principality of Oceania, one of the Kingdom of Euchronia's 3 constituent countries, occupying its westernmost lands. The Oceanian capital, Port Brialhaven, is the largest trade port in the kingdom. Owing to a history of extensive sea route trade with civilians and pirates alike, it's been known for its powerful navy since before the Annex War, and a rich culture centered on its warriors of the sea. Tournament for the Throne, a large-scale tournament where prospective candidates compete to gain the approval of the people. The winner of this popularity contest will then be crowned king. The crowned theocracy proclaimed themselves to be the organizers after the invocation of the royal magic by the previous king. The slated purpose is for the candidates to prove their worth by completing tasks while visiting the 3 capitals of the United Kingdoms. But could there be an ulterior motive? Exhibition of the Brave. a grandiose event celebrating the first task of the tournament for the throne. For this exhibition, candidates are to neutralize a dangerous creature disrupting the peace of the nation. They must then bring its head to Port Brialhaven in the Principality of Oceania to await judgment of their asset by the masses. The party will have to prepare something spectacular to catch the attention of Luis, who has refused to participate in this mission. Barden. Elphys Barden, a strapping Rusant warrior serving as captain of the Guard Corps in Martira. A man of integrity, his careful and fair judgment is so trusted, he's treated as right-hand man to the Lady of Martira. He's traveled a great distance to Grand Trad to post a bounty for the criminal responsible for an unsolved series of kidnappings plaguing Martira. Alrighty.
Oh, what's a whippersnapper like you doing here? Don't tell me, are you actually thinking of participating in the tournament for the throne? Oh, the audacity of youth. That's rich. A mere fledgling with no history or experience to speak of. As king, the idea makes me sick to my stomach.
No, thank you.
The ideal leader of this country is a dignified man of a great age, one with years of experience. And yet, upstart schoolchildren like you and Luis dare to... the only thing that's older than this codger are his endless complaints. Let's just ignore him and head to the reception desk. I suppose he's a candidate too.
What in the blazes?
Think. A beat-down gauntlet runner like my dad's can't handle much. But if I really want to be king, I gotta go big and nab something that'll stand out at the exhibition.
What to do? I can't forgive that. No, sir.
I'm too late. All the eye-catching postings are already taken. Though, a bounty need not be a person. If I procured the head of some horrific monster like a human, my family's name will be known to the world in no time.
Hold on a moment, please. Isn't besting a monstrosity like that a bit more complicated? Yeah, honestly, I kind of feel like a human's the way to go, but whatever.
True.
If a guard captain is struggling with this bounty, then I say it's the perfect target for us. I don't think many would take it from under us, but you may as well grab the request besides. Make it official.
Really now? Hello there.
There's only one requirement to register at the recruitment center. Be from Grand Trad. To be in the opening ceremony, you have to declare yourself a resident. Oceania and Montario have their own registries. Well, I suppose that keeps it fair and... Hey, mind your own business, Elder.
Really now?
What a bunch of idiots. It's almost laughable. They think they have a shot at becoming king. What a bunch of jokers. Hey, would it be alright if we accepted the bounty contract for Heisme?
Heisme? You sure you can handle that? We can't be held liable if you get yourself killed out there.
Of course I can.
You're an odd one, all right. Either that or you're just green. Head to Martira. You can probably get more information there.
Let's focus.
Quest starts. The old Castletown kidnapper. I need to find and bring in Heisme, a notorious criminal tied to a series of kidnappings in Martira. Despite his bounty, he has evaded capture and his true identity remains a mystery. Why does it say no deadline? I do have a deadline. Okay, we got the contract. Let's head back to the inn for now. We do have a deadline. It's whenever this tournament
No
is supposed to
registration
end.
issues, I trust?
No, indeed. And we found ourselves a perfect target.
Perfect target. Let's see what Hulkenberg thinks of this.
Fine work.
Stroll.
She's like, tell her everything.
See? She's convinced. Nothing to worry about.
Yeah, okay.
Don't worry about it. I'll prepare a map of the surrounding areas as well. But never mind that. Have you found us a kingly carriage?
Well, I have made some arrangements.
What does that mean?
How best to put it? The vessel itself is without peer. Supposedly, it will come to us on the day of the opening ceremony.
What are you saying, Hulkenberg?
You don't sound too sure about that.
Why do we all sound so suspicious?
I'm certain. All I mean to say is, well, you shall soon see for yourself.
What is about to happen?
Well, under the circumstances, I'll take what we can get. And setting that up in a day. Not so bad having a knight on our side.
You needn't speak so. In truth,
What?
I've just resigned from the Knight's Order.
Whoa! Whoa! Whoa, whoa,
It is
whoa.
only my bond of service I relinquish, not my title.
Oh my goodness.
We will shortly be seeking Luis's esteem. Should it come to light that I am a knight in active service, it may jeopardize our efforts.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Still, you didn't hesitate to leave. I can tell you're serious about this.
I mean, it's kind of been her life's mission to find and save the prince, so makes
It was
sense.
not an abrupt parting. I've come to doubt the Order since returning to find them serving the Santifex and not the Royals.
That makes sense too. Yeah.
Those who refused the Church's rule were cast out for their defiance. I only hope those fallen knights found useful employ elsewhere.
Sounds like you've been through a lot too.
Well, in any case, we can focus on our bounty contract now. Let's make sure we get some proper rest tonight.
The opening ceremony for the tournament is tomorrow.
Let's rest.
We should probably stay inside and rest today.
Well met, eh?
Hey, will you be staying at this inn for some time? I'd really like to, but...
So you like it here too? Then you're one of us. Well, wherever it is you end up going, be sure to come and see Maria and Fabienne again. Not that it's really my concern, but those two seem to like you a lot.
Hey!
I asked Fabienne for a map of Martira, and she gave me the one from Grius' personal effects. It covers all the main roads. We may have found one in town, but a military map always has more details.
Yeah.
Fabienne continues to be our anchor. To pay her back, let's achieve our goals.
Hello.
I've decided I'm heading to Briarhaven. It's much too boring to spend my days at the inn. I'm going to see that so-called exhibition for myself. Goodbye, Elder. You do well to see the world too someday.
Wouldn't I ever?
Don't push yourself too much.
Tomorrow you depart. Maria will assuredly miss you dearly, so please come back and say hello when you can, even if it's only every once in a while.
Now then.
Our preparations seem to be proceeding without issue. Well, apart from one massive, untuned uncertainty. Never mind. Forgive my mutterings. Just, please do not be surprised, no matter what we're presented with.
Fancy a bit of info?
What is it you want to know? Anything new? No? Okay. Hey, Maria. You here? I haven't seen Maria since I came back from the recruitment center. I wonder if something's wrong.
What?
This is Hulkenberg's room. She'll get angry if you go in without her permission. Guest room? Oh, that's Hulkenberg's room. That's our room. Okay, well, I think we are going to go ahead and leave it there for today. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and leave it there for today. Yeah, okay, so we got a lot done today. We did the Belega corridor. We finished up our remaining free time days. We learned about the grand tournament, and we're about to enter the grand tournament with the opening ceremony happening tomorrow morning. And yeah, things are taking a turn. We are now about to start like trying to get Luis's attention and try to impress him so that he takes us into his employ so we can craziness. I've between like what I knew, the little I knew from trailers and from hearing what people were saying and this game and everything, a lot of pieces weren't really lining up is like with how I was like, there are things that I know about where this game is going to go, like with the grand tournament and with seeing all of our royal virtues and all this stuff about talking about us being king. There's a lot of stuff about where this game seemed to be going that I was just like, the pieces aren't connecting. How does this all fit together with what the main plot seems to be? And now it does. They tied it all together. So I'm excited to see where we go from here when this tournament starts tomorrow. So yeah, anyway, until next time, I will see you guys then. Bye.